Heart of the wilderness, an everlasting friendship. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Lena who lived on the edge of a deep, mysterious forest. Orphaned at an early age, she was raised by her grandmother, who would tell her stories of old times and of the magical beings that dwelled within the woods. Lena felt an inexplicable pull toward the whispering trees, the dancing shafts of light, and the gentle sounds of the forest. Every day she wandered barefoot over soft mossy carpets, listened to the birds' songs, and discovered the little wonders that nature had to offer. One autumn afternoon, as a gentle fog lay upon the forest floor and the leaves glowed in shimmering shades of red and gold, Lena heard a faint whimpering coming from among the bushes. Curious, she followed the sound and soon discovered a small, orphaned wolf pup hidden in dense undergrowth. The pup trembled beneath a fallen tree, its large, round eyes gazing fearfully into the distance. "Oh, you poor thing," Lena whispered softly as she knelt beside the little creature. She extended her hand, and the small wolf, whom she immediately named Lupo, looked at her with wary eyes, cautiously inching closer. "Don't be afraid, little friend," she said in a gentle tone. "I'm here to help you." With trembling hands, Lena lifted the fragile, fluffy body of the pup and wrapped him in her warm scarf. Carefully, she brought him to her little cabin on the edge of the forest, where her grandmother was busy tending to a small kitchen over the wood-burning stove. "Grandma, look who I found!" Lena exclaimed excitedly. The old woman regarded the animal with a wistful smile. "Sometimes fate leads us to places we never dared dream of. Take good care of him, Lena. A heart as pure as yours can tame even the wildest soul." And so a new chapter began in Lena's life. With much patience and love, she raised Lupo. At first, the little wolf was timid and had to learn to trust the warmth and care offered by the girl. But soon, a deep, unbreakable friendship blossomed between them. Together, they explored the forest's secrets, discovered hidden clearings, and leaped over babbling brooks. "Come on, Lupo," Lena called one morning as she set out to explore the mysterious cave behind a waterfall. Lupo barked happily and bounded ahead. Inside the cave, ancient crystals sparkled on the walls, scattering light in every color. For a while, Lena and Lupo sat in silence, mesmerized by the magical atmosphere. "You know, Lupo," Lena said softly as they emerged from the cave, "I believe this forest holds more wonders than we can imagine. Perhaps there are old spirits or even magical beings that watch over this place." Lupo tilted his head, as if in agreement. And so, they spent many days on adventures. They helped an injured fawn that had become trapped in a thicket of thorny bushes and discovered a secret path leading to a clearing where wildflowers bloomed in the most beautiful hues. On a stormy evening, as the wind howled and the rain pattered against the windows of her little cabin, Lena and Lupo sat together by the fireplace. "Sometimes, Lupo," Lena sighed as she gazed into the flickering flames, "I feel so alone even though I have you. I wish I could do more with my life and see the world out there." The wolf rested his head on her lap, and in that moment, it seemed as though both understood the unspoken sorrow of the other. Years passed, and Lupo grew into a stately, proud wolf. He had become strong and wise, yet he always carried the deep bond he shared with Lena in his eyes. However, one day Lena sensed that Lupo could no longer ignore the call of the forest. "Lupo, I know that you belong to the wild," she said with a trembling voice as she held her loyal friend close. "Go, follow your instincts, but never forget that you will always be a part of my heart." With one last, loving glance, Lupo raced into the thick forest, and Lena watched him until he disappeared into the distance. Time went by, and Lena continued her life, always cherishing the memories of their adventures and holding on to the hope of seeing her friend again someday. But fate had one final test in store for her. One foggy afternoon, when the sun barely pierced the canopy, Lena wandered deep into the forest alone in search of rare medicinal herbs. Suddenly, she heard footsteps behind her. A strange man, dressed in dark clothes with a menacing glare, stepped out of the shadows. "You shouldn't be alone here, girl," he growled threateningly. "This forest is mine, and I won't tolerate any intruders." Panic surged within Lena. "Please, let me go," she pleaded, her voice trembling with fear. At that critical moment, a deep, foreboding growl rumbled through the forest like distant thunder. Out of the thicket burst Lupo, now a powerful, majestic wolf. His eyes shone with determination as he positioned himself protectively in front of Lena. "Leave her alone," his presence seemed to command. The stranger took a step back, startled and intimidated by the sight of the now fully grown wolf. What is this supposed to mean?" the man stammered, hesitating as he backed away. Feeling safer under Lupo's protective stance, Lena dared to speak. "This wolf is my friend, and he will protect me. I once took him in, and he has given me so much love. He is as much a part of me as I am of him." The man laughed derisively, but when Lupo advanced with a low, threatening growl, he finally retreated and disappeared into the forest's shadows. Lena exhaled a sigh of relief and gently stroked the noble head of her savior. "You saved me, Lupo. I don't know what I would do without you," she said softly, her eyes welling up with tears of gratitude and love this time. That day, Lena realized that true love is stronger than all adversities. While she could not undo the loss, the farewells, or the passage of time, she could redefine the bond between her and Lupo. From that moment on, they decided never to part ways again. Although the forest was Lupo's natural home, he remained by Lena's side whenever danger loomed or when their hearts longed for comfort. In the weeks and months that followed, Lena and Lupo embarked on further adventures. Together, they rescued an injured fox caught in a trap and discovered a secret path that led to an old, abandoned castle. There, in the quiet of the night, they listened to the echoes of bygone times, when the castle walls had resonated with festivities and joyous laughter. One evening, sitting by a campfire, Lena whispered, "You know, Lupo, I believe that every farewell is also a new beginning. You are not just my protector, but also my truest friend, and I am endlessly grateful for the time we share." Lupo rested his large muzzle gently against her hand, as if to say, "I will always be with you." Soon, the villagers began to speak of the girl and her wolf, a most unusual friendship that transcended boundaries, a deep, almost magical connection with nature. Lena and Lupo became symbols of hope and of the indomitable power of love. From that day forward, they lived side by side, exploring the forest's wonders and protecting one another from all dangers. Their adventures taught them that true love and friendship are worth more than any power or riches the world might offer. And so it came to pass that whenever darkness threatened, Lupo always appeared in time to save Lena, and Lena always greeted him with a warm smile and open arms. For Lena knew in her heart that as long as they had each other, no path was too rugged and no adventure too great. Their souls were intertwined by an eternal bond that not even the call of the wild forest could break. Thus, this story did not end with a farewell but with a promise that true love, no matter how different the paths may seem, always finds its way back to each other. The legend of Lena and Lupo was henceforth told in every gentle breeze, in every bird's song, and in every radiant ray of sunlight, a testament that even in a world filled with challenges and goodbyes, love is the greatest adventure of all.